You know, Metroid is such an interesting and wide universe. Most of the games of the franchise are pretty impressive, except for those two who shall never be spoken of. But in general, it's a pretty good first party franchise. Last year, it celebrated 30 years of existence, and some dedicated fans released a remake of this game, known as AM2R, or another Metroid 2 remake. Then, Nintendo, being the dirty devs, as they can't comprehend how the internet works, they took it down by sending a cease and desist. A futile victory, as well. You can see I played the game and I have the file. This set in motion as Nintendo this year releases Metroid Samus Returns for 3DS. So without further ado, welcome to Metroid, a tale of two remakes. Metroid 2 is basic in its story. Samus Aran, after defeating Mother Brain and the space pirates in Zebes, and however you call it, now has to travel to planet SR-388 to eradicate the entire Metroid species by orders of the Galactic Federation, as they tried to do it, but they fail miserably. Graphics comparison is something easy to point out. For retro fans, AM2R is perfect, as it uses a similar style of that seen in Zero Mission, yet it has some enhancements. The 2D sprites give a real sensation as if this game was made for the Super NES or Game Boy, but in a higher quality and some 3D-ish sprites. Samus Returns, on the other hand, has 3D environments, backgrounds, and characters, with the same 2D style gameplay. Both versions do justice to a game that, for Game Boy, has suffered the pass of time. I mean, just compare this opening to this. Yeah, that's how a game should look like. Not only the intro, but also every environment you visit, the Golden Temple, the nest, research area, all of them look really solitary, menacing. In AM2R, some of the areas are even darkened, so it can even give you a jump scare here and there. It did for me. I almost flipped my luck. Oh, what? Okay, time to get moving. In terms of gameplay, AM2R has a really accurate gameplay. You can shoot and aim in 8 directions, but it feels so good as the game is built around it. I played with my keyboard, yet the games recommend playing with a controller as it can give a better old school sensation. Regardless of how you play, the controls can be remapped, so you can set them based on how you play. Shooting, running, jumping, it all feels great and you feel in total control of Samus. You have your secrets scattered around, missile tanks, super missiles, bombs, and the different suits that will help you with all the environments. The only problem being, for some, to me in some extent, the hyperspeed thingy. Now, as for Samus Returns, at first I thought the gameplay was going to be slow, being that to shoot freely you have to press the L button and Samus just stands there. But I was wrong, because the game is actually really fast paced. You can switch between the aim mode and the free roam mode by just the press of the button L. Now, talking about bosses, I gotta give it to AM2R. Why? Because, well, AM2R has a different variety of bosses. You have the Golden Temple one, you have the Submarine one, and every different boss that changes the pace of the game. In Samus Returns, sadly, you only get 2 different bosses. The rest are just Metroids, variety of them, some having fire and ice. Is this Sonic Boom Fire and Ice suddenly? Now, the final bosses are pretty predictable if you already played Metroid 2. AM2R having the Metroid Queen, and Samus Returns having a bit of a special appearance of someone that, well, is just natural in the Metroid series. Spoiler alert, Ridley. Now, which game is really the best. AM2R is the best at being a retro game. It's sort of copy of what the old school games like Super Metroid, Metroid Fusion, Zero Mission were about. Samus Returns, on the other hand, is same mix and match. The graphics are really impressive, the music is really good, as well it has some really new themes. I recommend playing with headphones as you can hear all the sounds and you really feel that eerie vibe that gives. So both games are really great. The only problem with Samus Returns may be the Metroid lock thing, which as you can see my friend Spyro has already talked about.
So let's start with that one, which is the Metroid Amiibo and Fusion Mode. Now, this particular mode cannot at all be obtained in the game at all. Like the scummy business practice of Skylanders and LEGO Dimensions, this content is on the cartridge, yes, but it is locked behind a $20 Metroid Amiibo that basically just serves as an activation key. And if you don't have this Amiibo, you're not playing Fusion Mode at all, with the creator making one of the most insulting and pathetic statements I've ever read.
So, for our fans who purchased the respective figurines, fans in quotation marks, will get a harder challenge. I think we have a lot of fans who fucking won't after this. And for the fans who purchase our Amiibos out of love for the series, in addition to having a beautiful figurine, we want to give them something in exchange. Sorry I can't go into details, but I want the fans to experience it for themselves. Well, guess what, you stupid Japanese bastard? They can't experience it for themselves because the two Amiibo you need, i.e. the fucking new ones, currently unavailable, and it will never be back in stock.
Both games are really good, AM2R and Samus Returns. Regardless of which one you play, you'll get a really neat Metroid experience, and if it's your first Metroid, at least it's the first that I've completed, trust me, it's worth it. So, Samus Returns and AM2R. Have you played any of these games? Let me know what you think about them down below. I'm MoonKnight, and I'll see you all later. Bye!